and welcome to this full moon energetic update under the full moon of the 28th of October 2023. And we are accessing like the movement in the consciousness and the mutual field of consciousness that's accelerated into the preparation for the shift that opens from the 12th of December until the 21st of December 2023. In the shift, the mutual field of Earth will open for every human consciousness to reflect into seventh dimension by incident with no intent, just as a consequence of the collaboration between our consciousness and the technology. So everybody who is connected with technology, the internet, the cell phones will reflect into seventh dimension and thus into the reflection that gives us the possibility to meet ourselves and our reality through love. And this acceleration has a consequence right now, and the consequence is that the huge spiral energies that's created in the mutual consciousness of Earth consciousness, Earth people, the huge positive and negative spirals, they're merging and fusing, creating fusions right now. Because of this, when you are opening to huge positive states of being, you might have experienced that afterwards you experience complete the opposite, like floods of negative energies that spills all over you from your surroundings and from your inside at the same time. Today, we will together open to an energy work that supports us into the shift where this is no longer happening. Now I'm like sensing the energy so much that my talking is influenced. If you want to participate in the energy work, you put your intention on participation, and now the field opens. And the first step is for us to have a list of people, persons, and places where we would like to support these persons and places with love and light. So you focus on the list, and then you put your intention on delivering the love and the light to these people, these persons, and these places. And then the field, the energy will do the work. And it's a new era energy, the new era consciousness, and this is ensured that it will never cross any boundaries. So if the people, the persons, and the places has agreed upon receiving the energy, it will be like an intense healing. If they haven't agreed about it, it will be more like a smile or a helping hand. And you can receive that in a lot of different ways. So the people, the persons, the places that will receive it, they are receiving it the way they accept what they have been giving, the love and the light. And at the same time as this is working now, the field opens as a preparation for the energy work, for this shift, this accelerated preparation for the shift in December 2023. The shift where every people, every person on earth, every consciousness on earth will automatically go from reflecting 3D to 7D. And then we'll see what this will give to everybody and to earth consciousness. Nobody knows. But a lot of channels and a lot of people participates all over the world, gathering in groups in different ways, opening for the energy work. Right now, we have these lists of persons and places where we like to support with love and light. And at the same time, we are in the preparation for the energy work that supports the stabilization of our mutual consciousness field on Earth. And today, it's an opening into collaboration with the other civilization throughout the universe that's on the same vibration as the vibration that we reach. If everybody on Earth, if Earth people will reflect in 7D nearly immediately after the 21st of December 2023. So we will merge and opening the gates to the communication and the collaboration with the civilizations with the same vibrations as the one we will have, if everybody will begin to reflect in 7D. So this is like a creation of an enhancement of the field's possibility in everybody, you and me, and in the mutual field at the same time. And as I said, a lot of energy workers throughout the world in these days, in these times, collaborates on this, even though we don't know it as the everyday life we are having. In the everyday life, we don't know. We know, but we don't know. Seldomly, where we will meet each other and have exchanges, recognizing each other, but most of the time we are gathering groups and working through the field in other layers, other dimensions. Now, our part of the work with the lists, with the people, the persons and the places is taken over by light beings that continues the work. And if you want to participate as an energy worker in this energy work of today, you put your intention and you kind of put yourself into the seat, like in going on a journey through the jungle on an adventure, but in the energy. And by leaning back, put yourself into this wagon, you are ensured that you will be given the best energy consciousness update that you can participate in, receive, and work with by yourself. Breathe. And perhaps like you sense a kind of pressure when the energy opens for the mutual work. Then I kind of find the best position within myself to allow the pressure to equalize in my system. It's like carrying something heavy on my head and distribute the weight until it's balanced so I nearly can't sense it. You can do the same with the energy, and then you can say there's an endless amount of energy available in the universe, and it's a good idea to continuously memorize this or use this acknowledgement, because now the energy begins to work and move, and we are gathering in the huge portals. And then the amount of energy that begins to work is overwhelming for our system. And if it believes that it's our own energy we will use, it will try to release the connection with the energy work. And then if you remind your system there's an endless amount of energy available in the universe, then it will relax and move back in to connect with our mutual working field here. Breathe, and now it opens. And it's like stargates opens all over an earth field prepared by this group and other groups all over the world, prepared to this day, and also other uses. And now these stargates opens, and beautiful light beings, they are connecting and reflecting themselves into earth consciousness. So they are merging, and we are creating the earthly vibrations that's needed for this work to support the entrance. Breathe. As an energy worker, you might sense the pressure. Equalize. Remember, there's an endless amount of energy available in the universe. Lean into the seat, enjoy the journey. And maybe you sense the shift in the energy, that it begins to glow. Maybe you don't sense it, this kind of things. Maybe you see something, maybe you see the same as I do, maybe you see something different. No matter what, it's perfect just as it is. Enjoy it. Now, as they are entering into earth consciousness through these stargate portals, the vibration in earth fields shift. And just in this last couple of months, the positive energies and the negative energies has been enhanced and fuse into stable energies that creates the new earth energy system. And as this is continuously creating itself in the surroundings of this fusion, the energy intensifies and easily shifts, switch from positive to negative. And if you have a large positive energy expansion, it easily attracts a negative lightning. So this is stabilizing through the energy work. We had a part of the energy work in Danish earlier this day, where we connected through a main portal and a main crystal consciousness created by a gathering of the crystal skulls and the master that have created them, and ignited by the main feminine and masculine energies in earth consciousness. And this crystal connection in the earth main portal created a connection through these negative lightnings that was enhanced by mirroring of the energy workers' surplus energy from the other civilizations in the universe. Thus, create an expansion in Earth field. This expansion in Earth field created connections between the different layers of consciousness that's carried by light workers in the different civilizations throughout the universe. These is now connected in Earth field, and our part of the work here is to open the stargates for the entrance of these huge master light beings that will support the stabilization of Earth consciousness and keep it stable until the shift, the transition that opens from the 12th of December and until the 21st of December 2023, this year. And as a part of my work, I will do my best to stand right next to the Sphinx in Egypt on the 21st of December to support the opening of the keys that allows our gene library or DNA library to open for merging with the DNA library from the other light being civilizations. But for now, we are supporting these star beings and their entrance into Earth consciousness in this energy work. And at the same, it will give each and everybody, each and every one of us, an energetic update related to our connection with these star beings. Because everybody who is here right now, they are carrying a star being connection. So your star being connection is now activated and reflected through these portals, and you are supported into alignment with the accelerating field, and you are supporting the star beings' entrance into the earthly vibrations and supporting their possibility to stabilize the shift, the transition, and earth field right now. Breathe. Allow yourself to receive this support, this energetic update. Maybe you even sense a warmth or a shift in your vibration or a recognition as your star being connection is initiated right now. Breathe. Sense it in your way. I can't describe it because it will be sensed different in each and every one of us. You sense through your body, through your experience, how this initiation shows itself in your system. And as Earth energy system is transiting into the new era energy system, these star beings connect themselves into special locations to support this stabilization, and this negative creations of energy is now diminishing, and maybe you sense it in yourself. I don't know if you have this experience the last couple of weeks, especially, that the shift between being positive and negative had been intense, and it's have been so easy to be activated by other people's energy, much more intense than beforehand. This has been like a consequence of the merging, the fusion between the positive and the negative spirals that's activated through Earth consciousness energy field. So now these stargates and the star beings connecting with the future consciousness energy field of Earth and in us, we are supported to stay in the neutral position and being much, much more sustainable and much more reliable in our own consciousness, in our own 0 point, in our own foundation. If you're an energy worker, you might even have sensed that it has been really difficult. It has really been a task to stay clean and to keep the awareness of what you're working with and who you're communicating with from the other realms, the other realities. That the tricksters has been strong. If you relate it to earlier, to before, breathe. We are supporting the star beings, and they are supporting us through our star being connection. The stargates shifts. I just have to follow it a bit. It shifts into it looks like huge satellites, but they are the new era systems energy centers like chakras, but not the same. So each and every one of these star gates shifts into like transmitters in the huge field of consciousness of Earth. And at the same time, our star being connection ignites the same stabilization, not igniting these transmitters in a field, but our field carries the same capacity, and that's activated, initiated in a self. And in me, it's like a settling. It's like a new sense of inner connection. Something is relaxing. Maybe you sense it completely different. And the star beings, they are like calling me a bit. They are asking me to observe what they want to show us or tell us. Okay. So the next days and weeks until the shift in December, to be so aware that you actually have a choice to choose not to negatively intensify anything, but to reduce any negative interaction, reaction, reflection, thought pattern, that you actually gains this access to choose. As you're gaining this access to choose, they ask you through your heart connection to choose as good as you can, to step out of the active interaction with negative reflections. Everyone who's choosing this is supporting 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times the shift to happens in Earth reality. Breathe. Settle. And reach this point of inner knowing where you know what we are talking about. Somehow it's so difficult, somehow it's so easy. And in these days, these weeks, it's much more important, much more powerful to choose not to interact negatively than to act positively. Then, after the shift, the 21st of December 2023, the choice of active interacting positively is absolutely changing your reality. Breathe, sense the shift within, and maybe even sense this broadening of perspective that opens as this possibility of choice is landing through this energetic update from within, settling, sensing this strength in peace, the sustainability, the possibility to stay in strength and not contribute with the negative interactions. And what opens instead? This is not like being passively a part of the reality by stepping out and doing nothing. So if you refuse to negatively interact, what can you do instead? What and how? You can gain an access to your future consciousness in these weeks by asking yourself, what is it that I'm not seeing that I'm supposed to see here? What is it that I'm not recognizing that I'm supposed to recognize here? By asking that and being so aware of what is showing itself that you haven't thought of before, then you will gain access through your inner knowing to what you can do instead of contributing to the negative accelerating of consciousness. So what could the positive contribution be instead if it's not stepping out? How do you step in? Positively reflecting. Breathe and ask, what is it that I'm not seeing that I'm supposed to see here? Maybe you have an everyday matter that you could use. Maybe you can just hold the bigger perspective here. And if I open, I see myself watching something that's really negative, a negative contribution. And then I sense myself being so aware of it and not judging it and staying with the awareness of it and watching it without judging it. I sense my heart opens, and then I can see myself make small choices in my everyday life that support some movement that goes into a positive direction, that positively influence what I'm watching that is a negative happening on earth. That was intense. I experienced it from within, from my inner knowing point. and I sense how it lands as a choice for the next days and weeks. And maybe to you, something different appears by itself without a thought, gives you a kind of advice to what you can do instead of negatively reflecting and influencing. The star beings is somehow embedded in Earth consciousness field now, and the stargates is completely switched into this satellite-like stabilizers. Sorry, my energy work and the not so native tongue just influenced each other a bit. So as this is like landing our support in our field and our star being connected seem to land as well. And this mutual experience lands here as well. Slowly, the energy lands, settles, and supports us into this stable state of being where we are balanced. Maybe you sense a clarity and a state of kind of active peace. Maybe even a small glimpse of hope, a strength. Then you sense a kind of an immediate reaction to this full moon energetic update that we reach to, open to an availability to, and supported the energy work for Earth consciousness that's so strong and accelerating in these days. And if you have had these experiences with huge switch between positive and negative, already now you should sense the difference. And tomorrow you should, when you are waking after the night, you should sense an immediate shift into a more peaceful, comfortable state of being, acknowledging the problems, acknowledging what is not right, but still staying with your peace and your strength and your availability for positive energy. If you have this experience after this energy work, I hope you will share it with us with the video, with the live video here, with the replay, because to share with each other these small senses of something that's changing is a support for hope. It's a contribution for the power of hope that settle in reality, because we have this experience in a way that we don't have to discuss. We can prove it, we can explain it, but if we are choosing to share it with each other, then it supports us to gain this foundation for our higher consciousness possibility to create a new world. Small glimpses, small changes right now create huge possibility in the future, and the future is already tomorrow. Thank you so much for this meeting, and I know a lot of you is from Denmark supporting. My name is Marianne Lane. I have worked as an energy worker full-time since December 2012. Originally worked with science, but had an opening in 2011, has been a natural empath since I was a child, but unaware of, and suddenly gained a complete connection in 2011 and worked with channeling visions and travels, journeys all over the world, participating, contributing to the understanding and the collection of the new era consciousness. And what does it mean? How can we use it for our life and our everyday world? And what is the prophecies? What is it? What is it about? And if you want to know more of this, you can watch my YouTube channel, where I have created small series of webinars where I've talked about this. And if you want some more of these webinars, please ask for them, and we will put up some more. You can ask here, or you can ask for it in the what is the English word for it? In the comments. That's the word. In the comments here, or in the comments with the YouTube videos. The YouTube channel is called The Void of Consciousness. And yeah, thank you so much for the meeting here, everything we exchange. And watch my page, homepage, mariannelane.com, where you can see things you can participate in English as well. A lot of things for free, something you can join in by contributing also. Thank you again for this beautiful meeting and experience, and please also tell me what your experience was here, if you are participating on replay, and if you have this shift, this experience of the shift in the days to come. Bye from now. See you.